Never in my life did I ever think that I would be showing pictures of my feet on the internet, especially for free in this economy, but I think it's necessary for what I want to talk about real quick right now. So if you've been following me on Instagram, you might know what I'm talking about, which by the way, you totally should be following me on Instagram. I will link it below. And while we're at it, if you're not following me on YouTube, follow me here as well, please, so we can continue to randomly ramble together. Okay, about my feet, the socks. It's the socks that you have not heard the end of. It's these skull socks, and I've been kind of tracking my progress over on Instagram, so you might have seen like these skulls be totally forming. Also, I posted a video recently about how I learned how to knit faster, because it's stranded knitting. I learned how to knit faster using both hands, or like with working yarn in both hands. So definitely catch up on that if you've had trouble doing one or the other. So where I'm at right now is here. I've completed the second skull, and I am heartbroken because these socks don't fit. I have spent almost a year, or about a year, making these. I am spending forever on these, and you are hearing about these forever. You are never hearing the end of these until I finish these dang socks. When I finish them, if I finish them, I swear to God, I'm gonna be wearing them every day for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be buried in these. Actually, I'm not doing the buried thing. I'm doing the returning back to the earth thing. I'm gonna be composted in these. These are going back to the earth with me. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about because I tried them on. Okay, so heads up if you're weird about this stuff. Footage of my foot incoming. Footage of my foot. Foot, as we call it around here, footage. I have a sock knitting mentor who didn't know she was my sock knitting mentor until I cornered her in a room one day. See here? This is what I mean. See? Won't fit. There are decreases, probably, yeah, right around here. That's not where the heel is supposed to go. The heel is supposed to go here. I started on the heel just to practice. Thanks again to my sock knitting mentor who was helping me. With the heel, I did that for practice, but this sock is actually not going anywhere. That's why I was heartbroken, and I was like, well, like how badly do I want them for myself? Do I rip it entirely? Do I just frog the whole thing, which would devastate me in another way? But she suggested, so since I knit very tightly, like look at that, there is zero give, and the fact that I guess it's stranded knitting, which I think has even less give. Also, I see the way that you're looking at me. Stop. Just stop. No, I did not do a gauge swatch. Like, no, I didn't. I just got so excited about the sock and the pattern that I didn't do a gauge swatch. Stop looking at me. Judgy McJudgerson, I didn't do it, okay? I'm a criminal. I'm a knitting criminal because I didn't do the gauge swatch, okay? I learned my lesson. That's actually what this is. My sock knitting mentor suggested to me that where because I'm pretty sure this part would fit my calf, and she suggested to me that where the decreases start, just start from there with bigger needles. These are 2.5 millimeters, so she suggested that I use a 3 millimeter needle, and wouldn't you know it, so I looked in my box of knitting needle and crochet hooks and stuff, and I couldn't find a 3 millimeter, so I'm on michaels.com and I'm looking for 3 millimeter needles, and I have 3 millimeter needles. I had them. They were just somewhere else. Hey, whatever, you've totally done the same thing. You've totally bought two of the same thing before. Don't look at me like that. Don't even. I know you. You've done the same thing, okay? I'm not the only one who's like almost bought the same thing twice, okay? So here is my swatch. It's like 1/5 of a swatch. The swatch on the pattern is like 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. It's 33 stitches by 35 rows. Like, why do you gotta have such a giant ass swatch? It took me a long time to make this much. So it is bigger. I did this backwards. I did a swatch using the 2.5 millimeter, and then I did a swatch doing the 3 millimeter. Funny how that works. The 3 millimeter is closer to gauge. I hope I don't kick myself in the butt later because I'm stopping the swatch here. This is not 35 rows, but I'm estimating that it'll work. So my homework now is to rip these out. That's gonna be fun. All right, well, how fast can I do this? You know, is the question. Womp womp. It's getting caught. Why? Because I knit so tightly. I think this is gonna be a pain to pull out too because of the stranded. I should not screw myself though, right? Like I should wind this. I should wind it the right way. Deep breaths, Chloe. So I should, right? Like, is this the time where you need 2 ball winders? Because I have this also. I have the colored stranded knitting. Okay, you know what? I need to get up out of the seat. Thank you for bearing with me, but I need to use this and get down to the place where I think this will fit, loop the needles back on, and then continue from there. I would really like to finish this before Halloween, and I just bought the yarn for my husband, so this is a good practice. Socks. All right, you know where I'll be for the next 6 weeks. Is this enough to wipe my tears? Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. Follow me. Like for more.